The current Open Government Initiative targets three components for openness: information, data, and dialogues. I believe that we're missing an important component here, and I call it open inventions. First, I'm sure you will agree with me that inventions are key to society because they lead the way to innovation and progress, which in turn help improve our quality of life. In this presentation, I will use butterflies to represent inventions. Butterflies are of various colors and shapes. They come and go. They can travel a long way, but most importantly, they can reproduce if we let them. Don't worry, I will not get into the specifics of butterflies' reproduction tonight, but let's just assume that, like butterflies, inventions are generative. The more inventions there are, the more there will be. Now, the Government of Canada invests a substantial amount of money in research and development through its own science-based departments and agencies, as well as through other funding programs with universities and industry. As a consequence, the Canadian government creates and sponsors the creation of thousands of inventions yearly. And all these inventions then get publicly released, and we all live happy forever. Well, that's not quite what happens. In reality, as soon as ideas and inventions are born, the reflex is to try to capture them. But why is it so? There's a strong belief today that the socio-economic benefits we can derive from inventions will be greater if we let the industry take care of them. So most of the time, inventions are kept captive until industry players want them. The technology transfer that happens then is not very transparent and is also quite expensive for the government. This begs the question: could we avoid these closed processes and still benefit from these inventions? To help answer this question, I will now present three examples of great open inventions. As you will see, these have generated or will potentially generate major socioeconomic benefits. My first example is an invention called the TCP/IP protocol. It was funded by the US government and was openly released. TCP/IP is at the base of a technology you may have heard of. It's called the Internet. Surprisingly, TCP/IP was never patented. It's an open invention. And we all know what followed, right? The Internet has become one of the greatest inventions in history. The benefits to our societies and economies are just huge. My second example is from the private industry. Tesla Motors, a manufacturer of electric cars, announced in 2014 that it was giving away 250 of its patents for free. Isn't that surprising? Well, not if we look at the big picture. For its market to grow, Tesla needs an electrified road network. Tesla can't do that alone. By opening its inventions to competitors, Tesla is in fact aggressively advancing its mission. My last example is called open source software. Here, tens of thousands of software developers across the globe are releasing an incredible amount of works and inventions openly and for free on a constant basis. You may not realize it, but our smartphones are so packed with open source software that it makes me wonder where the wireless industry would be today had open source software not existed. So I realize that inventions will keep relying on a rich combination of open and closed inventions. However, I hope I was able to convey to you that open inventions have played and should play a major role in our societies going forward. But if there's one thing I'd like to leave you with today, it's this. When a new invention appears, take a deep breath and ask yourself, capture it or let it free? Going forward, I'd like to see the Government of Canada acting on three fronts. 1, developing a better understanding of the economics of open inventions. 2, articulating a strategy to foster open inventions. And 3, developing legal tools to support the release of open government inventions. So together, let's set government inventions free, and let's develop an open invention approach as part of the next action plan on open government. Oh, and by the way, the content of this presentation is, of course, open and free. like butterflies.